Please help me welcome up on stage right now, Double Diamond George Antarr. Give him a round of applause. Come on. Woo!
Thank you, sir.
Woo!
All right. I only have 2 hours, so I gotta go fast. How many of you are in Jeunesse already? Okay, I figured so much. How many of you have Jeunesse in you? Yeah. Yeah. How many of you have Jeunesse in you? How many of you have Jeunesse on your pants? How many of you have Jeunesse on your pants? And those of you who know me, how many of you have Jeunesse on your... Not on film. You're here for what reason? You're here to advance your business, right? You're here to become something that today you might not be. You're here to find something, some words, something that's going to make you take that stand with your family, with your friends, with yourself, right? What's that thing going to be for you? What has it been so far? Yell some things out that you've learned here about getting to your next level, your next rank advancement. Yell some things out. What? Stay focused. Persistence, yes. You guys are so far away. Why is there's like a whole cavern of space here? Patience? Passion? I haven't heard the words yet. Action. Where's, oh, hold on. Nothing gets by me, huh? So, everything we own, everything in our house, everything we race sailboats. Do you see the sailboat? That's our sailboat. It says Jeunesse everywhere on it. Our powerboat, our little small boat, our cars, every guest room has Jeunesse on it. Everything in our life has Jeunesse on it because people know because of what? There's a word that those of us diamonds have. There's so many of you, not once. We'll get to it later. Let's go. So how to maximize your time here. You're here to maximize your time, right? That's why you came. We can't go back in time, but for the next event, you can pay attention to this, which is a week ago, you should have been posting on social media and telling anybody who called you that you're coming to a Jeunesse University this week. Get them thinking. On the way here, whether it's a train, a car, a plane, whatever it was, you need to be posting that you're on your way to someplace. While you're here, are you posting? Are you calling people, telling them what you're learning? On your way home is your chance to make up for it, right? So you may not look like it, but you're working. The whole key to this industry is to be working when you're not working, meaning to be looking like you're having fun, but it's work because what you're doing is you're connecting with people. People don't want to be around people who aren't having. We knew that word. Okay. So if you have fun, people will follow you. People will join you. They want to be around energy that's fun, correct? So on the way here, on the left-hand side, we posted in a train. I think we've done over 100 of these things, posting in trains from all over the world. Our people know, oh, they're on a train again, must be going somewhere. It's not a train, it's just a shuttle to get from the gate to the planes. On the other side, we were in the Hong Kong airport talking about 16-hour flights and how happy we were that it was only 15 hours and 40 minutes. Thank goodness it wasn't 16 hours, it was only 15:40. So I was okay. People laughed about that one. And while we're here, what are we doing? That's the press conference. I didn't know Chris T. I didn't know him before, but now people on my page know him. Over on the left, I've known Billy since I joined the company. Billy and Steven. So those get posted. People we met, I said, Keena, wherever she is, she's in that picture too, the bottom left. There's Keena. And then some people we just met, all at the same place right there. It was kind of funny. What are we doing here? This is social media. You're posting where you're at. You're not being obvious. Please join me. Please buy my products. Please, please, please do something that makes me money. No, you're showing yourself having fun. Here's us yesterday morning at 6 o'clock or 6:15 or 6:30 in the morning, whatever it was. We went swimming. We did a workout. This morning we went for a run. We'll post it about 7 o'clock tonight, which is 7 o'clock their time in the morning. We went for a run this morning at 6. We have pictures of that. At the bottom here, this place was empty. We showed how big this place was. We talked about the fact that most companies in this industry would call this their annual convention. This is more than a budget for pretty much 95% of any company. That's huge that for a 2-day university, your company spends this kind of money on you guys. Let's give them a big hand. Do you have a picture in front of this thing? This is like ridiculous. What other company has these things hanging around everywhere? Where do you store these things? This was fun, wasn't it, yesterday? Do you have one of these pictures? Find somebody who took that and have them send it to you. So, one of the things I've been teaching for like 30 years is how to make the most of these events. And doing that is just not coming here, paying attention, taking some notes, but doing it on purpose so when you go home, you've got a plan that you can call somebody you've just not talked to yet because it's on your chicken list, you don't have the nerve yet to call them, or somebody who you've been talking to that hasn't made a decision yet. They're still in that in-between list. Or maybe they said no to you, but you're still talking to them. Who knows? So who did you meet? Mr. Chi, Geraldine, Chris Cooper. Did you meet a diamond? Did you meet your upline diamond? What did you learn? It's very simple. What did you see? And how did this affect your belief? How did it affect what you're doing? Anything at all? So here's ours. Got some pictures. There's the office. There's the MV launch. There's some people there. Be focused. Look, I learned from a guy who's talking about being focused. I can talk about Chris. There's Chris Cooper. He's the poobah here in this area. So here's how you do it right here. This is for you to write down or take a picture of. I'll get out of the way somewhere. Where's out of the way? Where's out of the way? There's no out of the way. Take a picture. There you go. All right. I just came back from Yale University. I was able to meet Dr. Donna. I was able to meet Chris Cooper. I was able to meet my upline diamond. I was able to meet these people who put their pants on just like we do. And if they can do it, I can do it. I met people who have never been involved before in network marketing, and they're now diamonds on stage. I met whatever it is for you. What I learned was, and I saw that anybody can be successful. The belief I gained has made me see that Jeunesse is my future and could be yours. When could we get together? This is for you to talk to somebody about. This is for you to actually reach out and tell somebody, I just saw something you're not going to believe. I thought it was good before, but now it is so amazing. Chris, this is a new product we're coming out with. If we could just get this product, if you knew how your life would change, if you did massive action every day, you wouldn't sleep. If you knew what I knew, because when we got started in this business, for the first 3 months, I think we slept an hour to 3 hours a day. There was just too many things to do, too many people to see. And that's what it takes to get started. You got to go 10 times what you're doing right now. Whatever you're doing is great, whatever it is. I'm sure it's not enough to get you over the hump. It can't be. What does it look like in your life for 10 times? What does that look like, actually? What are you doing now? Are you spending an hour a day? On a different time, we'll go over how you help your downline find hours in their week. What 10 times looks like is, if nobody said this to you, that means you're not it yet. And that is the word obsessed. You've got to be obsessed. If you're not obsessed, what's happening? But you only have to be obsessed when? When do you think? Anybody know? When you're awake. When you're sleeping, you can be unobsessed. But when you're awake, how many diamonds made it to diamond without being obsessed? Anybody? Anybody make the diamond just like, No, right? I want to be diamond someday. Oh, my word, I'm so happy. No. You went crazy. What actions are going to equal success? What actions? There are some actions. Speaking with 10 people a day. I learned that in 1984. The guy taught me, had made at that point, in 1984, he already earned like $35 million. I listened to what he said. He put 10 kidney beans in one pocket every day. And he wouldn't go home until he had them in the other pocket. I used to go to the LAX airport to get rid of my last 5 kidney beans to meet people. I did it. My first 3 months in the business, I earned just under $30,000. In 1984, that's like a whole lot more now. So what do you got to do? You got home meetings, office meetings, you got Jeunesse universities, expos, any meeting happening around you that you can drive to, anywhere you can drive to. One of our guys just drove 9 hours to do a meeting, and then he's driving 9 hours back to fly to see Chris next week, or this week. 9 hours each way to do a 4-hour meeting, and then 9 hours back. Have all of you talked to everybody in your phone book? Wouldn't this be a good time? Isn't this a good excuse? This event right now? What I'm trying to do is give you some action items you can leave here with and take advantage of the money you spent, the time you spent, the commitment you made to this. You got to get that out into other people's minds. They have to know. You have to be like Joseph and give up entertainment. We have a thing we teach about what are you going to give up to do this business. One lady once said, I have it on video, I'm going to give up showering. That was her give up. She's going to give up showering. Don't do that. But what are you giving up? Are you giving up 2-hour dinners for maybe a half-an-hour dinner or a 15-minute dinner? Or what are you giving up in your life? Something has to get in the way. Brand yourself. So why is this on stage? Because I remembered that Malaysia had flowboards. And we own flowboards that say Jeunesse on them. So yeah, we traveled all the way from Orlando with Jeunesse flowboards, just for the picture and the video to be down there doing that, because we're crazy, because we're obsessed. Meanwhile, we haven't gone yet because you've had us here the whole 3 days. So, anything your upline, no, wait a minute, what does it say there? Not anything your broke uncle tells you to do. anything your upline who is successful. If you've just joined somebody and they've just joined themselves, the two of you need to go to find somebody who has a clue. And until you reach a level of whatever it might be, sapphire, ruby, whatever it is, don't do anything but follow what your upline says to do if they're successful. You got to learn from somebody. Learn from the people around you. This is the hardest thing to explain right here. It looks impossible, right? The little kid pushing mom or sister, whatever that is. That's how you feel in the back, because when your business just gets started, you've got to push so hard. It's like pushing an out-of-gas car up a little hill. If you had friends coming, you'd be able to do what? Push it faster. Those friends are your people you personally sponsor. This is a whole nother. I've pulled all these slides like from 5 trainings. We got like 5 trainings into one little 20-minute training here. So I'm going fast, sorry. Along the way, when you first get started, you're going to have people try to push you backwards. On the left here, those are your family members pushing you backwards because they don't want you to do anything that's going to improve yourself. The elephant is also your friends and family, and the car are your dreams. The elephant is pushing you off the side of the road, off track. You're going to have your people closest to you who love you. They're going to say things like, be careful, watch yourself, go slow. Why take the risk? Why take the risk in buying those amazing products, get some better health, and change the world, your world? Play it safe. Anybody ever heard those words before when you get like excited about something? We love you just the way you are, so we can control you because you're broke. You've got to have a goal. Is anybody's first goal to be executive? I hope not. Good, thank you. The first goal should be do what? No. Sapphire. This whole company lives on sapphires. So make that target your sapphire. You've got to be sapphire before you're anything. And for you, the distributor who's recruiting people, you are looking for other sapphires. I'm looking for sapphires. Can you get 12? I can't get 12. Give me a call when you can. I'm looking for people who can get 12. Who's got 12? Who can get 12? You're better off having more sapphires than your ranks needed. So many people have had the volume to be emerald, even diamond. Somebody in our group had 3 months of volume to get diamond, and she never had 6 sapphires. I was like, she got to 4. Didn't have the other 2, even though I warned her. So how do you get this going? We've heard that this is a marathon, right? This whole thing's a marathon. But you've got to do some sprints. Usain Bolt sprints. You've got to do some sprints to get the momentum going, right? A thing called a 90-day plan. If you're obsessed, if you're committed, if you're rocking and rolling for 90 days, things will happen. What's going to happen for you? You're going to find other people to sprint with you. This is you sprinting with other people. So now you're working, you're sprinting, you're talking, you're having meetings, momentum's happening. So what do? You make a bigger target. That bigger target requires you to do what? Make another 90-day game plan. Do you see a pattern here? Sprint, 90 days, take a day off, take 2 days off, go again. Now all of a sudden you've got your team going. You're all in a marathon because this business is a marathon. My 33rd year of never giving up is my best year ever. Before this year, last year was my best year ever. Before last year, year before was my best year. Best choice ever made? Meeting Wendy and Randy. Marrying Donna, then meeting Wendy and Randy. So Matt, when you see this and you're editing this, please get rid of the part where I just said that about Donna. So here's your marathon. Here's some people. But what has to happen? You've got to get to the next level. Now you're Ruby or something, or now you're Sapphire Elite. You've got to get people together and go 10 times again. 10 times what you're doing now. What are you doing now? What's pretty funny is Chris had this yesterday. If you watch a dog, when a squirrel, he looks away. Whatever you're doing and a squirrel happens, he looks away. So this is all of our brains, when we're focused on something happens here, oh, buy these coins, or do this, or whatever it is. If you're focused, if you have a plan, if you have meetings every day, if you have people you're working with who rely on you, you can't do other things. You've got to stay focused because your team needs you. You've got to have a big, hairy, audacious goal. I'm happy I finished that one quickly there. You got to have a big, hairy, audacious goal. That goal will make your target size bigger. And guess what? Now you do another what? Another 90-day game plan where you let the sink drip. You let the oil change. You let somebody else in the family go shopping. Somebody has to be on board with you. You got the buy-in of your children, the buy-in of your spouse, and everybody's supporting your efforts to get it done because your effort is going to lead you to a team that's very large. I believe we have about 500,000 people in our downline, of which 170,000 or 160,000 are in our pay leg. It doesn't happen overnight, people. You got to do something every day to get there. One person at a time is how it works. You got to trust Mr. Chi, Chris Cooper, Geraldine, everybody else, that they're going to do the things that you need to have happen here to make it happen. You've got to have that trust in them. The word I was looking for earlier is belief. You're here to get belief in what you're doing, because if you believe in this, like the rest of us who are diamonds or emeralds or whatever, don't wait to be a diamond to have the belief. Have the belief before you get there. Have the belief as an executive, as a pearl, jade, ruby, whatever it might be. That belief will keep you rock solid, and it'll come through. Your chest comes out when you talk to somebody. You're there. And it comes from, this was one of the two people, Wendy and Randy, that they're going to do the right thing for us. And they always will. Tell somebody what you learned here. Give them the knowledge that they can do it too. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you.